What is up, YouTube? Chaz here, and today I'm here with
Karatas.
Firat Karatas. So you went to the YCS Utrecht.
Yeah.
What did you play and how did you perform?
I played Tearlaments with Scareclaw, a slim Scareclaw engine with visas, and I ended up top 32. I sadly lost against Joshua Schmidt. He was a very good player, but yeah, I was a bit unlucky because I lost in time. Should have scooped game 1 earlier. Yeah, well.
Crazy. Congrats on the
Thank
top.
You. Thanks.
And yeah, let's see your deck profile.
Yeah, sure. Let's start with the Tearlaments. I mean, it's just obvious, regular, standard, like any other deck version. Just everything at 3 off, with the field spell 3 offs. I mean, I don't have anything to say about this. And then let's go to the slim Scareclaw engine with visas. I played 3 visas, 2 Reichardt, 2 field spell to search either Reichardt or visas, and the reborn spell. Well, my reasoning for the ratios is you want to see visas. I know it sounds a bit crazy, but it's a very good, strong card and gives you a lot of advantage. And the cool thing is you play around Huntress because everyone is programmed to stop kit colors, and you need something to trigger kit colors, and that's the best card to do it because you mill 5, you can do synchro anything you want, like Karura, and then you can just link it off with link 1, search a field spell. The field spell searches Reichardt. His specials search a reborn spell, reborn visas. Now you can either go for Fleur, Baron de Fleur, because you have a tuner and a level 4, and then you have a Omni Negate, or the cool thing is his Warrior and Dark. The link 1 is Beast Warrior and Dark. If you, let's say you milled good with kit colors and then you ended on Garura, you can go for Curious if you want to, you don't need to. And yeah, what I absolutely loved about this engine is the field spell. It's a search of a Mystic Mine out. You just have to need 3 monsters in defense. Not only you, it's animals on the field has to be in defense, and you can pop any card from your opponent. So pop Mystic Mine or his back row, and the cool thing is it's a spell effect, so they can't judgment it or dark bribe it. And this spell is really good. I wanted to see it because it's not once per turn to reborn either Visas or Reichardt. So if you see it, it's good because you just have to move Visas and you get to use Scareclaw engine again. And why 2 Reichardt and not 1 is it's a bit awkward if you mill it, you know. You don't actually want to mill it. If you mill it, you have to fusion it away, but I mean, you don't really want to end on Mud Dragon, except if you match up against Runic. Then. Yeah, that was about the Scareclaw engine. Then, obviously, like everyone else, I played the Brandon High Spirits package. Very good. It's really good because you play around Ghost Reaper, around Droll, just activated in the draw phase, and around Veiler. Gives you a free draw, and this always recycles itself. So Brandon High Spirits is always live, and in the end phase, not in the turn you activate it, in the next end phase obviously, you get to add it back, so it's a follow-up. And it will be better with the new fusion of Tearlaments instead of the Deathstroke. I mean, the Deathstroke is really cool, but but the other fusion is obviously better. So then I played the one of Sephiroth. The reason for this is it's a dark winged beast. So for Curious, it's a level 4 for rank 4 place like Dweller, and you play 2 strong field spells. So I don't really want to, you know, if I had Palorino to get rid of it for this, I don't want to destroy it. So Sephiroth bounces it back for follow-up. So it's really cool interaction.
Nice.
And then for the strong power spells, one-offs, I play Called By. Just because Shift, dude, I hate Shift, I really respect it, so that's why I play Called By. Instant Fusion, yeah, very good. Terraforming, I mean, you play 2 strong field spells, so yeah, you want to see it. And yeah, any of these field spell gets you to your visas, so it's, even this searches visas too, so yeah, you always end up on your Scareclaw engine then. And for my Go second cards, play 3 droplets. I love this decision, thanks to a friend, because it's too strong. Not Dark Ruler, this is very much better because Dweller, you can just activate in the draw phase, chain to it, whatever. And Super Poly, I know it sounds crazy, a lot of people cut it, but I don't know, I don't see why cut this, because spells before, they can't respond to it. You get rid of anything. Against Sprite, it's amazing. You break his board easily, and even go first. You can just set it and interrupt him. Very good. Against a one Mathmech player, top 64. I went first. I set this, and my endboard wasn't that good, but he summoned the Circular and Final Sigma. No, not Final Sigma. Sigma, the level 4, and I just super played it away, and he had no play to do anything else. So yeah, why cut this? It's so good. And another good second card is Impermanence, because I don't know, just for floodgates like Windberry Statue or Spell Canceller to interrupt him and don't get talents, you know, because talents was very much played at that event. And 2 Solic, because yeah, I would never go less than 2 or more than 2, because yeah, if you mill it, you search. If you have it, it's a negate, permanent negate, very strong card. So that was from my main deck. I played 43. Shoutouts to G.Y.M. It's thanks to him that I played this deck. It was a very good decision, thanks to him. He played 42 though. He didn't play Coldpie. And yeah, it's funny. Yeah, not really funny, sorry for. But he lost against Flounderies because of Shifter every time. And yeah, I told him to play Coldpie because of that, but yeah, he didn't. So yeah, but nah. Anyways, let's go to the extra deck. I played Appaloosa. If you don't play against Tearlaments, you can end on Baron de Fleur and Appaloosa, so you don't have to be afraid of Super Poly. If you play against Tearlaments, don't go for Appaloosa. Curious, you don't always summon this, but it's a plan B. If you don't have anything else, if you need to mill, just go for Curious. And the cool thing about Curious is also it adds back anything from your grave. You mill a lot, so it's basically it searches your deck back basically. I summoned it, he negated it, attack crashed, he died, so I added back like Super Poly I think, or Instant Fusion, and comboed away. Yeah. Dark, because why not? It's so strong. Elf is important because you can end on Elf, Fleur, or Dweller. It depends on your hand and your mills, but usually I went for Elf and Fleur. Well, usually I lost almost all my die rolls, but I tried to end on Elf and Fleur. A Fleur protected by Elf is very strong, and you can re-summon Merly in your opponent's turn. Mill 3, Hofnis Mill 3. So yeah, very good. This one, not once per turn to search the field spell, but I don't know how often you link summon it. He reborns himself, so very good. It's a Beast Warrior, also good. So yeah, it was a very nice card. And yeah, you just need visas and combo off. Redoer, because rank 4, if you don't play against Tearlaments, so you have a Dragosepalia, you're playing around Dark Ruler or Droplets with Solic set. The Bagushka decision was last minute, because if I get shifted, I wanted to end on something that interrupts those opponents that play shifter, like Flounderies or Exorcister, and Bagushka is very strong against them. And yeah, you can easily end on Bagushka because Reinhardt is level 4, Reinhardt is level 4, and Sheeran is level 4, yeah. And Dweller, yeah, just for the mirror match, or even against Mathmech, because they need their grave, surprisingly, yeah. Baron de Fleur, yeah, Omni Negate, very strong. Cool thing is, this is a warrior, and Reinhardt and Visas are also warrior. So I had an opponent who gave me Rivalry, and then there was a moment I summoned Reinhardt, searched the Reborn spell, Reborn Visas, and then Synchro off for Fleur, because they're all warrior, popped his Rivalry, and then comboed with my Tearlaments. So yeah, very cool interaction. Then Kaleido Heart, the Cool Frog, Dragosepalia, because of Sprite, very good. The negate is a cool thing, it's very cool, but that the counter makes the monsters level 1 is even better. Garura, yeah, Super Poly and draw, and kit colors, 1 kit colors for my triangle. I didn't miss the second kit colors because I always fusion, I recycle with my fusions for Garura or Dragosepalia, so there wasn't any need for a second kit colors, and I don't think anyone would smash it at kit colors. Because what if the opponent plays second one, you get punished for it, so yeah. Exactly. And Mud Dragon, really good against Runic. Against my Runic matchup, I always summoned this, called Dark. He can't target anything of my monsters, so yeah, all his Runic spells were dead. So yeah, That was my extra deck. And then for my side deck, I played Cool Spider, gives me 1000 life points, really convenient.
Yep.
And then Gamma, the Gamma package, I like this a lot. It was for Shifter and for Dweller in the mirror match. And also I decided it sometimes against Runic Sprite, because they always go for Hugging in the draw phase. So they discard a card, you give Gamma. If they have another spell, they have to discard again, you know. So they lose 4 cards for just 1 Gamma. So I like the trade-off. And then 3 Ghost Reaper. Not a lot of my teammates wanted to play this. They didn't like it, but I liked it a lot, especially against Sprite. I love to banish their elf because they always play 3. You see his extra deck, so you know what he can end on. And the cool thing is, they lose in the grind. The end board isn't that strong, and they don't have the targeting protection from elf, so that's very cool. And you know, if they summon the level 2, you just have to get rid of it, like Carrot or Rat, and you will never see it again because they can reborn it. Then 1 Feather Duster for back row decks and Mystic Mine. Funny though was I didn't play a lot of back row hate because I didn't really respected them. Funny was I matched round 1 against Mystic Mine Burn, but luckily I played the Scareclaw engine. This alone, I just needed this. Just activate this and you win against Mystic Mine. You don't have to worry about anything else.
Nice.
Then 3 Evenly. Runic Sprite, Life Twin, whatever they call it, they never really end on any spell trap negate, so just activate evenly and you get rid of everything. And also against like decks that shifter you, like Exorcist of Thunderies, even against Sprite, because if you skill rain them, they just have small monsters that don't have a lot of attack, and you got all you big fusion monsters, they can't really out it. And yeah, it won me a lot of games when I had it, but yeah, that there wasn't really many games that I had it on my hand. Yeah, well, that was it. I ended 9-3 in the Swiss rounds, top 32, lost against Joshua Schmidt. It was a really cool event. Then shoutouts to Team G.Y.M and Card Market. Also, shoutouts for Dennis for borrowing his ultimate skill brains.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks Dennis though. And for Oli for the droplets, really won me a lot of games. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Firat, thank you so much for the deck profile. Amazing. Congrats
Thanks.
once again.
Thank you very much.
And have a nice evening.
Thanks. See ya. Bye.
Bye.